What's up, everybody? It's Josh Moncure. Welcome back to another episode of Grounded on Clouds. Today, I wanted to talk about a concept that I stumbled across or was given to me during a workshop on the work of Byron Katie. And if you haven't heard of it, the work of Byron Katie is all about basically understanding that there are infinite valid perspectives and that it's completely our choice which perspective we choose to believe to be true. And this prompted me to really take this framework and understand my inner kingdom. And I hope that this framework can maybe be helpful for someone else. But my inner kingdom is the understanding that I create my reality. My reality is completely a function of all the beliefs that I have about the world, and those beliefs playing out and tumbling over and over again and accumulating until those beliefs create the reality that I live in. And that's why when we want to make a change, we have to change our beliefs. You're not going to stop smoking if you still think you're a smoker. Then you're just a smoker on a break, etc. You're not going to become a musician if you don't think you're a musician down at your core. And you're always going to have this feeling of imposter. But what I realize is that we all have this kingdom. We all have this reality that we live in. And that no reality is more true than, no inner kingdom is more real than anyone else's kingdom. They're just two different kingdoms. That's like saying the culture in America is better than the culture here where I am in Morocco. It's just a completely different place. It's a completely different kingdom with different beliefs and a different structure. And so what I've realized that in engaging with people and relating to other people, that for me it is all about completely respecting their kingdom and not invalidating it, but also inviting them into yours. And this is so important for me because when I invalidate someone else's kingdom and when I tell someone else that they're wrong or that their beliefs are invalid, I am inherently giving the power to other people to do that to me. I'm giving other people the power to be more correct than me, and thus invalidate my inner kingdoms or my beliefs. And that creates things like mind reading, comparison, like me walking around. It essentially makes my kingdom fragile. Instead of keeping my energy within my kingdom, keeping my wealth within my kingdom, keeping my subjects, I guess we can literally go medieval with this, keeping my subjects within my kingdom and building my wall and building my infrastructure, I am essentially going to war. I'm extending myself, I'm using my resources to try to essentially colonize someone else's kingdom, when in reality, it's impossible. They're a completely different culture. I mean, we see that with colonization everywhere around the world. You can try, but eventually you're going to have to leave because they're just different. And yeah, you can leave an influence, but all of that energy could have been so much more useful. Whoa, big wind. All of that energy could have been so much more useful used on yourself. So the thing that I understand about this to be very useful is that when I talk to other people and when I engage with other people, I don't invalidate them, and I understand that they're giving me an invitation to see their kingdom, to explore their culture. They're essentially giving me a visa, if you want to look at it like that, with borders, giving me a visa into their kingdom and allowing me to experience a perspective that I've never tried on, that I've never experienced, allowing me to try smells, tastes, touches, just experience that I've never had before, and it's so beautiful. And the minute that I try to invalidate that or tell them they're wrong, I'm no longer accepting that gift and I'm choosing war. I'm essentially choosing violence, or at the very least, I'm not choosing diplomacy. I'm choosing to build a wall. And yeah, it's not the way that I want to be, and not the way that I want to relate to other people. So I wonder what all of you think about this, and I wonder if you've noticed moments when you've invalidated other people's kingdoms, or other people have given you an invitation and you've rejected it, and how it felt and how it affected your relationship. Because I know my relationships are so much richer and more beautiful when I choose not to invalidate anyone and I accept beautiful invitations to explore other people's kingdoms. And at the end of the day, I keep all that energy to myself and I go back to my kingdom and I nourish myself and I nourish my people and my infrastructure. I mean, I'm using a lot of metaphors here, but at the end of the day, it's like us, our energy, self-care, our dreams, these kind of things. Yeah. I wonder what all of you think about that, but that's something that's been really, really on my mind since I went to that workshop.